Recording. Okay, awesome. Welcome everybody to Saturday, May, full moon, by the way, beautiful flower moon. Maybe you can see it tonight from wherever you are. Remember, the full moon makes us loony. So, and sometimes it's a good thing. It's an opportunity to open to new projects, to new ideas. It's a good times. Okay, so I'm crossing my legs. I'm sitting up on the blanket and I prop myself a little bit on the tip forward on the blanket. You can also prop yourself up on a block to make your spine taller and find that you're not slouching too much. So it's a little bit of helping here. Okay, remember this is your practice. Find more ease than effort. Find a balance between effort and ease, but in some parts, don't make so much effort that you cannot breathe. Find more ease. You can have your hands around your knees. You can have your hands on your lap. You can have your hands in a mudra of a index and finger. And you can have your hands just with no mudra, just curled. And just find your center. And we're just going to observe the breath for about 5 times. So find equal amount of inhales and equal amount of exhales. And this allows us to really slow everything down, slow the thoughts down and observe the thoughts and how the breath slowing down really grounds you. If it doesn't happen, sometimes there are days that it doesn't happen, but just observe how it feels today to just simply do an inhale and match the exhale with the same amount of breath in, same amount breath out. So very gentle breathing in and exhale, release. Feel that expansion and feel that body ready to just enjoy each breath as a point of nourishment from your nostrils to inside the belly, inside all the cells. And find that you transition to your meditative part of the class easily, that you set yourself an intention for the practice to feel that you just breathing here, simply sitting. It's a wonderful, wonderful moment to care for self-care, awareness, and just simply being in a place that is a happy, quote unquote, neutral place to just try to do one thing, and it's just to breathe. We'll take about 2 circles just to kind of come to that. Circle the arms with breath and bring the hands to prayer. Go at your own pace, just 2. So when you're ready, keep your spine relaxed and tall and have your hands out to the sides as you rise your hands up. Watch your hands meet and then lower to the center. See, I'm going really easy. Lower down and then one more out. Reaching your fingers out and up. Watching your hands meet at the top and gently lower to what we call the heart. So we have the prayer hands, interlace the fingers, so the hands are preparing here to interlace. And these knuckles are going to press forward, lengthen your arms here as much as you can, and then bend and straighten, and then round as you press your palms forward, round, chin to chest. And then with that reach and rounding, see if you get a little back bend. So notice how you change from rounding to back bend, reaching the palms to the sky. And try to relax your shoulders and your face. You can turn your head side to side. And you're going to just release your palms. So just release them up there, make fists, fist at the top, and circle out, circle the wrist and the fist back down those sides and all the way down. Exhale. We'll take a simple twist. So go to your right, go to your left. We're just going to turn and twist. Make sure you feel okay. You can bring your hands to the center, across to the opposite knee. Make sure your spine is tall. This is just the beginning, so don't do much effort. Just feel where you feel your twist and how you breathe with it. Slowly release it. Go to the other side and feel. All right, come to center and just make your legs turn into, sometimes we call this bound angle, butterfly, more commonly known, or Baddha Konasana. Very loose. I don't know, it's hard to see, but if you can see, there's a space between my heels and my groins, a very wide angle. Hold on to the legs, the ankles, or somewhere around your knees, and do a little bit of rounding and arching, moving your spine, keeping the feet together. Line up your heels and line up your toes. Go forward, back bend, rounding, exhaling into the cat shape. Inhaling, coming a little forward. Maybe you bring your nose a little higher. Maybe you bring your elbows on the legs and go a little more forward. So again, that ease and the effort. And your breath. Reaching forward. And exhaling. So you're going to lean a little bit back, a little bit. You're going to place your feet on the ground. So walk your feet out a little wider than the shoulders, and bring your hands behind you. So I have my hands pointing outwards. You can have them to the sides or towards you. I have them facing back, and I'm going to do a little bit of side to side, opening and spreading of toes and center, okay? And every time you do like side to side, you tend to kind of move forward or move back. Try to feel that. Go to one side. You can go faster than I'm going and just sensing what you need today. So the legs are pretty wide, and I'm going to kind of bring my knee, inner knee to the outer ankle, outer heel. Just notice how it feels. If this is too much on your back, you're going to just stay here, continue, because I'm going to come up to this 90-90 or like a Z shape with the legs to one side and take a twist there. Okay, so feel how you can bring one foot to butterfly, one knee to butterfly, and the other one goes on the inside of the heel. So the feet, my right foot is kind of on top, and you can go into a little bit of lifting the back hip and lower. If that feels good, everything is if it feels good. So you can also stay here and you can stay taller, or you can lean back. And then if the knees don't ground, that's fine. Just take a moment here. And I'm going to go a little bit up, and I'm going to turn towards my leg that is kind of like, I guess I went to the right. So the leg that is on top of the back knee, you're going to turn and take a twist there. You're going to end up turning a little bit. And then one more thing here, you're going to go to the same side and take a little side bending. Inhale up, bring your hands behind, release your legs, and we'll start. Little windshield wiper set up on the, I'm still on the blanket, by the way, if that helps you. See how this goes second side. I'm going to stay now to the other side. Feel that. See if you can kind of move the hip a little bit. So lifting a little bit and lowering if that feels good. Lift and lower. Anything that doesn't feel good, don't push. Go up and down, lifting up and lower. Stay here, okay? Or you're going to bring your back hand towards the other side and maybe take a twist. If you were easy, you can even lower and extend. You can do many things here. Otherwise, just turn to the back. See what you feel. My legs are pretty wide. You can have them together or a little wider. And the last thing, I'm going to go to bring the hand a little behind me and get a little twist here. Good. Open that shoulder. Maybe look under your armpit. Slowly bring the hand back. And then bring your feet back to Baddha Konasana. Feet together in a nice loose diamond shape. Take a moment here. And then extend your legs forward. Both legs forward. Flex your toes. Toes are up. And you're going to come to what we call Dandasana or staff pose. You can still sit on a blanket because it's like the Tadasana seated version of the yoga seated. You can cheat and kind of place yourself on the top of your blanket. That will give you a little bit of more of a tall spine. You can bring your hands on the blanket or the fingertips and you press your thighs down. So the legs are straight. You can bend your knees, but feel that you're pressing through the heels and thighs and keep your hands in this L shape, like a capital L shape, vertical torso and horizontal legs. This is called Dandasana or staff pose. And if you stay here longer and you're using your muscles to press down, you can even feel the effort without a lot of movement. So this is called isometric movement. So you're pressing the thighs down, you're having a nice engagement in your torso. And sometimes we bring our chin down here and you breathe, squeeze your belly and squeeze the Mula Bandha or the root chakra. All right, just loosen up, open the legs just a little wider and just simply make some circles, circle both ways, do a little Charlie Chaplin, a little movement through your toes, ankles, joints, little bones on the feet. So really open all those pathways through the legs and the feet, shake them out. I'm going to change immediately to the hands and the knees. So you can place the blanket under your knees if your knees are very sensitive. Pat your knees. You can, if you don't have a blanket, you can double the mat. Hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Find that shape and you're going to do a little bit of twisting here. So I'm going to keep my knees down, left hand down, right arm open. So this is a twist. Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit or maybe just have to raise the screen. You're going to lift your arm up and you're going to thread the needle. You're going to bring the hand under the other left wrist. And you're going to come softly on the ground and find the ease here. Again, you can put a blanket here under your face or a block. And the arm goes across behind the left wrist. And you can walk the left hand forward, walking the left hand as much as you can. And the right hand goes across and relax here. These are all options. You can keep the hand under your face. And then the hand, if it went forward, bring it back, hand pushes And then you're going to come to sunbird. So from here, that arm that was across, you're going to bring it forward, right arm forward. Please engage your core. And then left leg back. And breathe here. You can also put the foot down. You don't have to lift it so much. Your arm goes forward. You're engaging your whole body. Breathe here. And then slowly, you're going to bring both hands down and you're going to come to lizard from here. So you're going to bring your hands down, bring them more to center in that left leg. Bring it out to the side, hands on the center in the middle. Take a moment here. This is lizard, nice and wide, hip opener. You can come on blocks under here. You can do a little circle here. You can go forward and back. And then from lizard, I know I keep changing and making you confused, but from the lizard pose, you're going to do a little bit of what we call a low figure four on the knee down. So you're going to pivot your back heel, the knee down, you're going to pivot back. And you're going to come to gate pose. So you're going to walk your left foot forward in line with your knee, and you're going to open to gate pose. Perfect. Okay. So left foot out, right knee down. Breathe here. And this is called like a low warrior two on the knee. All right. So you're going to bring your arm inside or your hand inside or your elbow on the leg, and the arm goes up to the ear. And breathe. Bring your hips a little bit forward. Bring your gaze up. Open the whole side of your body, reaching your fingers up. It can be straight or diagonal. Very good. You're going to bring your foot back. So come back onto the mat where you came in. So you're going to bring your foot back in, right? And you step your foot back forward the way you started. And then you're going to step back. You're going to take a little child's pose. So open the knees a little wider and sit maybe all the way back, or put a blanket between the thighs. You can put a blanket between the calf muscles and the hips. So find a version of this child's pose. You can keep another blanket under. You can have your hands stretch forward. Have a little moment for a child's pose. Just breathe and soften. Get that breathe in equal amount as the breath out. So maybe 3 counts, 4 counts, breathe in, 3 or 4 counts, breathe out. And then from that, come on up. Before we do that thread the needle, that little twist, have your hands really, really wide as the mat, or even wider, and have them forward into what we call the puppy pose. So arms are pretty straight, and you lower and you melt your chest, and you bring your chin down. Just another breath. Create a big back bend. Don't be trying a lot that you bring your chest down. Might not ever come down. Just feel the stretch in your glute muscles and your hamstrings, or wherever you feel it. I can feel it also a lot in my shoulders. Please bring your elbows down, or somehow bring yourself back. Gather yourself together. I'm going to do the other hand. So again, knees and hands, nice alignment. Left arm twist, left arm up, and then across behind the right wrist. Come on your left side of your face, or your ear, your temple. Right hand can go forward, or you can keep it there. Find a nice, easy way to get into this twist. Just find a breath here. Okay, wherever you do more, you do less. Just make sure it feels okay. And then bring the hand back. If it was forward, bring the hand back so you can untwist yourself. And this hand is going to go forward, reaching to the front. And then right hand stays, opposite leg lifts. So bird dog, lengthening, lengthening, reaching forward, reaching back, engage your core, press floor, and reach away from the floor to lift what you can lift. Hand down, and then that leg in the back is going to come forward, and you come to a big wide lizard. So it's like a wide, the hands go on the inside, and the leg is turned out. It's called lizard because it's nice on the inside. You can put a block or 2 blocks under your hands here. You can make a little circle. You can go forward and back. Or you can stay sinking the hips and finding something that feels good here. So this one is a really great hip opener. You can move, you can stay. Again, you can put the fist down. And then we come to that variation. I'm going to have you kind of facing the back of me for a moment. So I'm going to pivot my left foot behind, walk my right foot in line with my left knee, and I'm going to come to this variation of a lower knee side angle. And then I'm going to bring my elbow on the leg or the arm inside the leg. So inside the leg, pressing the knee against the arm and the arm against the knee, left arm up or left arm to the ear. So looking up at your arm, looking down to the knee, wherever you have to open. And this is bring your hips a little bit forward and gently lower, undo everything, and just bring your foot behind the knee and step back onto the knees, onto the hands. The knee is more familiar. Just do some cat cows, which we didn't do. Just do a little bit of arching and rounding and moving into any organic movements. You can do a big circle, you can do a semicircle, you can do a little infinity sign, or keep it to very good, wonderful cats and cows, flexion and extension, really feeling your spine, the shoulders, and the arms, and the neck. Staying a little bit longer if you want in any of them. Not rushing through these because these are those are like we must do in every class. We always do somewhere on the knees, on the seats, a little bit of cat cow. All right, so from here, let's do a down dog. And I won't stay too much. I won't stay too much because I know it's a lot, but just do tucking toes and start lifting your knees and feeling the feet pressing, feeling the hands pushing as you lift your tail and you lengthen your arms and you lift your tail away from the pelvis and you hug your elbows in, hug the arms in. You can bend your legs. This is called the downward facing dog, and it changes all the time. Really feeling that you can keep the knees bent at all times. In fact, it's like a nice, wonderful straight torso as your knees are a little bit of a squat. Very good. Rise up. See if you can straighten the legs as much as possible. Go up on your tippy toes. And then we're going to walk the hands carefully, slowly to the back, to the feet. And you're going to just fold here. Fold at the back of your mat, hands on blocks, or grab the elbows and let your head be heavy. See how knees are really, really bent here. And let your arms be heavy, head heavy. And then neck relaxes, shoulders relax, low back relaxes. You're upside down. and feel anything, either just hanging upside down and just feeling the back of your thighs open. You're going to stay a little bit low to the ground. So see if you can exaggerate sitting your tail back. And if you feel your feet pressure more on the heels, and lift your arms behind and reach behind for this low squat chair with the reaching of the fingers back, weight in your heels, lift your toes if you want to, and then normalize your Utkatasana, more of a more standing familiar. And then rising up, we should be probably at the back of your mat for the Utkatasana. And now we're standing. Bring your hands to the heart and bring your hands to the center. Arms up. We're going to take a side bending. So grab with your left hand your right wrist and side bend. Okay. And then other side, lengthen, lengthen, and side bend. Come back to center. Open your hands out to the sides. Reach your fingers behind, maybe interlace behind. Point your knuckles down and open your heart. Breathe here. Release your arms. One more time, out and up. Look up. Hands to the heart. Try a little bit of balance here. Really feel your feet, almost like try to lift all the toes and then ground your toes. Okay. You're going to come to Utkatasana again. You can have your hands at the heart. Come on up and then lift your heels and stay on your toes, lifting the heels, and then try reaching the hands behind you. So it's a lot of wobbly. Let the wobbly take you. Squeeze your shoulders. Ground your heels now. Utkatasana. And up and straight. And hands to the prayer. Lower to the heart. Arms out and up. Side bend. And lengthen. Straight. Other side. Open the hands. Interlace your fingers. This is great for posture. See how much you can even have the fingers reach behind you. You don't have to interlace. You can have a strap here. All right. And then from here, hands to heart. If you want more, you have your hands behind. So this is more, this is less. Get a little lower. Go on your tippy toes. Get those thighs to work. Get that balance to work. Reach your arms behind you. Reach your arms forward. Stay up. Stay on your heels. See if you can straighten the legs. Go up on your tippy toes. Standing up now. Standing up on your tippy toes. Lower the heels. Hands to the heart. Just breathe and pause. Relax your arms. You can close your eyes if you feel safe, or just relax here and just feel what's going on in your thighs or breath, or how it felt to do all that. That was a lot of balancing. And let's stay at the back still, right? And I'm going to try to squat again. So just a little bit. So bend your legs a little bit. Okay, engage your legs. And then you're going to press on one leg. That leg is going to, with your mind, stay, make it long, start lifting the other. And you're going to lift to a stork. One leg down, one leg up, stork pose. And then lower down. Okay, both knees bent. Keep a little bit low. Make that leg that is staying work hard. Straighten and lift the knee. Flex your foot. Lower down, both feet down. And then one more. Okay, so I'm really working on my foot, my footing, rooting, lifting up. and lower, going really slow. You can hold on to a wall. See if you can stand straight. Stay tall and breathe. Lower and step. So what I'm going to do here, it's up to you. You can do the same concept, opening to a tree, or if you want a little bit more, you're going to do like a figure four standing. So I'm going to go for the figure four standing. All right. And then you can bring the hands to the heart and you can lower down just a tiny bit. You can also stay in this option, which is the tree pose, and it can be a little bit to the ground, touching, or you can lift it all the way, or go with me for the figure four or standing sciatica stretch. Release it. This leg that you just worked, see if you can stretch it back a little bit. Okay, so step back a little bit. So it's not a big step. So we're setting up for pyramid. Make sure that mat is not moving. Mine is sliding. So make sure you're steady here. You can bring your hands on the hips. You can bring your hands behind. Get nice and tall and fold halfway. This is called the pyramid pose. Breathe here. Pressing your feet, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up as much as you can. And then you're going to turn the feet. Back foot opens just a little bit. So from the pyramid, you're going to come to the triangle. So still straight legs, arms open, and tilt forward to the front leg. Triangle pose. Open the chest, open the rib cage. Make your legs pretty straight, arms straight. You can lower the hand to the block here. And then from that triangle, bend the leg, warrior two. And then you can walk the foot a little wider. Warrior two, bending the front, back leg straight. You're gonna bring your hands at the hips, straighten the leg, straighten or pivot the feet. Take a breath, inhale, and then folding from the hip here, folding forward, hands down the legs, down the thighs, to the blocks, to the floor. Forward bending, taking your time. Maybe a little skandasana, maybe side to side. Bending the legs again, hands on the legs. Inhale, coming up. Take a moment here. And maybe step the feet together. And you're still at the back of your mat. Breathe in. Let's take a breath. Inhale. One more time, a little side bend. And a side bend. See if you get a little bit more feeling and opening every time you repeat it. Hands together and center. So you're going to bend your legs just a tiny bit. Okay. And get ready for the other side. Okay. So you're going to go into your tree. You into that half figure four, or into the tree that you can repeat lower, higher. You can use a wall. You can use a chair. You can stay here and try to stay. And when you fall, it's okay. I know it's not perfect. It's not something we do every time. So we need to practice it. All right, release it. And this leg is going to turn just a little bit back. So a little comfortable step back. Pretty straight legs. Pretty straight legs. And it's not like in a tight rope. It's actually maybe two different lines. Maybe I change the color. So you're doing the pyramid here. I don't know which leg was the right leg forward. Think right leg forward. Anyway, do the other leg pyramid. Arms out or the hip or behind. Lift and lengthen. Fold to the front leg. Pretty straight legs. Folding any amount. If you want to fold all the way, you can bring your hands to the floor or the leg. Pushing up, coming up, coming to triangle. So turn the foot out in the back. Both legs pretty straight. Arms open. And reach, reach, reach for your triangle. So it doesn't have to be low. It doesn't have to that you have to touch your toe or your ankle. You just want you to feel the legs pressing, very straight legs. You can bend the front leg a little bit. And the arm can also open the collarbones or the front of your chest. The navel is to the side. Come on up, inhale, and you're gonna come to warrior two. So warrior two, you widen more the stride, a little bit more. See if you get a little bit more bending in the front, pressing the back, straighten the arms across, look to your middle finger on your front arm, straighten the legs, hands on the waist for a moment, pivot that foot, toes a little bit in, and you're gonna fold again. Fold forward, 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 taking your time, not rushing. You can also keep your hands on your low back, hands on the earth, forward bending. And just let it go here. Just fold. What we did on the other side, you can try again if you want to, a little bit of turning the toe to the side, straightening one leg and the other. This is really easy, okay? So you can go more if you want more. You can really go more. You can keep it up. You can lower more, depending how effort you want to give. You can stay up. So go to the center, toes out, heels in, transfer the hands to the legs, and you're gonna take a little shoulder twist here. So one shoulder to the middle, keep the legs low, one shoulder across, keep your tail down, across, and across. Come up for a moment into a goddess, or this is called the temple, and inhale, press up, and bring the hands together, and then either jump in, walk in, or step in together, and you should probably be still at the back of your mat. Take your arms out and up, and we're gonna dive and fold. So you can really keep it beautifully here and be safe, or you can slowly sort of like swan dive if your back feels good. You can also bend your legs and roll down, go all the way down if you feel like it, the way that you like it. You're gonna walk your hands, so we were at the mat, at the back, walk forward, and then you're going to come to child's pose just for a moment. Bring your knees down and rest a little bit back, sit back. You can also sit on your shins. You can go lower, whatever you prefer. Sometimes we feel like we lower down and it feels like, oh my God, it feels so good on the child's pose. So you can simply be with your torso upright. We just want to pause and kind of acknowledge the thoughts, the breath. Simply go back to that centering that we did when we kind of fold inside. Go a little bit inside. Come up slowly, hands and knees, and tuck your toes. We're gonna do the second downward dog. So see how it feels to do it. Hands forward, tuck toes, lift your hips up. Am I in there? Yeah, lift your hips, that's your dog. So we're gonna do a little bit of low lunging, feet together in the back. See if you can do a twist now on the feet, right? So the bird dog, but this is just one leg up, three-legged dog, lift it as much as you can and bend it. So this is called an open twist or three-legged dog. Straighten the leg and you're gonna bring your knee in. So you can also bring your knees down and step your foot forward. Or from that low dog, you swing the leg, toes are down, and you walk it, you help it, you wiggle it, you bring your knee down. So we're now in the low lunge, right? Right toes forward, left knee down. Okay, and just take a moment here. Scissor your legs so you really kind of hug to the midline. Scissor your legs, right foot forward, left knee down, toes in the back can be flat or tucked. You can slowly rise up, bring one hand on the leg or bring your arms up, all the way up. And this is a low lunge. So from here, we're gonna take a twist. So if your foot is forward, bring it under. So go back. So you have your foot under. Yeah, it's a little better. All right. So right foot forward, left knee down. And you're going to take a twist. Okay. So your arms are up. And you're going to take a nice open arm twist, reaching forward, reaching back, feet push the ground. And then the front palm, just bring it outside the thigh, outside the knee, and then bring your hand in your middle of your low back. So it's like a twist. We're not doing this thing here, just outside, palm against the knee, and hand can reach back or just middle on your low back and breathe. And return your arms up again, reaching a little higher. See if you sink a little forward. And then slowly bring your hands to frame the front foot. And this is called the half split. So you walk your foot forward, you sit back, try to straighten that front leg, toes are up. Folding forward, the leg can be straight, the leg can be bent. You can stay up on blocks. It's a great hamstring stretch or half split. Step the foot forward. Just take the toes up. Just take this high lunge just for a breath. So tuck your toes in the back. Push on the right foot, tuck your toes in the back and lift your back leg. Okay. You can have your hands framing. Straighten the front leg, straighten both legs. And either come to dog from here or both knees down and come to your dog again. So downward dog becomes this kind of like a reset place. Walk the feet. So we have to do the other side, then I promise we'll go on the floor. Pedal the feet. And then that dog split. So you can skip this one or try it. Should feel good in your whole body. Open the leg, open the knee, dog twist, standing dog twist, open the hip, square the legs, square the hips, knee comes in. You can bring your knees down and step your foot forward, or from the dog, you step the foot forward, you bring your knee down. Okay, you take a moment there. You don't rush here. You're on the ground. Really ground those toes in the front. You can sink your hips a little bit if you want to. Play with that. Scissor the legs and then round up. Inhale, coming up. So now you have the other foot forward. Make sure the knee is not a little more forward that you want it, because you want the foot, the knee, the ankle under, and then twist. Right arm forward, Left leg back, reaching forward, reaching back and twist. And this front palm is gonna go outside the thigh, outside the knee, press to the top of your hand. And the other one can stay reaching back, or you can bring it to your middle of your back and you twist and you breathe and you press and do the effort and do the ease. More ease than effort. Both arms up. Ardha Hanumanasana. So frame the front foot slowly. Bring blocks to either side of your foot. Straight, sit back. Lower down to the leg. Feel this side compared to the other side. Stretch your toes. Straighten the leg. Maybe you don't have to straighten the leg. And the last little piece is just trying a little bit of reaching that leg off the ground. So from this here, right, you step forward, tuck your toes, you lift your back leg. So power the back leg and then straighten both legs, fold to the front like a big, big, big wide pyramid. And you step to dog from here. I know it's hard to step the dog, or you bring your knees down and you do your dog. Okay, so from here, you lift up and dog, or knees down and dog. This is a fun way to get out of here. So if you can, try it with me. You're gonna step the right foot forward to the hands, to the front, okay? And you're gonna walk the foot. So right foot goes to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. So right foot goes to the left, 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 left. And this knee is gonna come under to the floor or behind like that, okay? If this is like, if this is not happening, then don't worry about it. It's just a fun way to get into the twist. Otherwise, you know, you just step the foot forward and then lower. You can also straighten the lower leg, but we're gonna come to a twist. Whether you have both legs bent or one leg straight, I'm gonna keep the leg straight. Okay, so this is your twist. Left leg long, heels, hips down. You can move a little bit that flesh. Toes can be like that or outside. All right, and then right hand behind, and then elbow in, hug in, or hook it in front. So that's your twist. We're cooling down. Breathe here. Okay, just release it. Bring it on the inside. So come to a half a butterfly and then take a twist easy here with one leg long. You're going to twist towards the knee that is bent. So it's my right leg, left hand, right knee, and twist. And then here, you're already more or less set up for that stargazer, whatever that hip stretch is, to lift your hips off the ground. So you bring your hand behind, you come on that knee, you can bring your foot down, you can stay on your heel, and you lift up and you press your hips forward. You can hold the head with your hand, and lower down, take your time, and reach your legs forward, shake them, roll them, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, make sure you switch so you can do both legs and switch it, or lower leg straight, bend either here and hook it, or you can bring it across. Make sure your spine is tall, and then take your twist. Left hand back, twist slowly, hugging belly, squeezing your navel, crunching maybe some food there to help your digestion. Take another breath, maybe go a little deeper. Return to center, bring the foot inside, okay? Open the leg maybe a little wider. Turn towards the knee that is bent. Again, if you went too much and you're still rounded, just let go, stay tall, turn left, less, but see that your spine is tall and that whatever is down is pressing down. So breathe more and ground a lot. Okay, you set up for the stargazer. Left hand is behind your hip, and then this arm can give you a little momentum to lift up. You can also take a little swing, a little circle. We should have done on the first side, but you can just press forward, hold your head, lower down, come all the way down. Lengthen your legs a little wider and don't go forward. Just have the legs wide, your hands behind, and your toes pointing up. And squeeze your shoulders, almost like feel this whole tail and rib cage and up in one long line. So straight line from the tail to the shoulders and neck and the head, one long straight line. Squeeze your shoulders, arms straight. All right, and just maybe swing your legs, shake them and go forward, or hold inside, bring your legs forward, shake them out one more time, roll the legs just to bring a little more effort, and then do a little bit reverse table just once, press and lift your hips, arms are straight, maybe gaze back. All right, we're going to lower down onto the mat, go all the way on the mat. Have your blanket and have your block, have your strap. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So the blanket can be to make it feel good on the neck or behind the neck. If you don't need it, you don't need it. I have my knees bent, my feet are on the ground. And just take a couple of breaths here. Bring your arms up and over your shoulders. All right, and just a few more moments here, just breathing in. Bring your arms out, touch the ground, bring your arms up, maybe bring your arms overhead. And bring your arms up, and then bend your elbows. My elbows are on top of my shoulder. And then do the same thing, open with the cactus, and then center, and then see if you can bring the arms back. And it comes to like a little prayer behind you if you want to. And up and lengthen. And one more time, flex. We did fist, right? We did flex. Flex the feet. All right, when you try to maintain that or relax for a moment as you bring one leg or both legs, and then flex your feet and flex your palms. And see if you can do one leg. Doesn't have to touch, one arm behind and back together. Lower one leg, touch behind, maybe with the hand flexed and the foot flexed. And one more each side. So if you touch behind, that's great. If not, that's okay. And you can also have the knees bent and the arms bent. Okay, you're all confused, but what we want is a little contralateral movement, and then flex everything, flex your palms, flex the bottom of your feet, open everything up. Maybe the arms lower, maybe the legs don't. And then hands to the legs, knees in. Hug them in and roll and roll and roll. All right, so come back to where we started, feet down. Send your body a little bit of scanning inside, While you feel in your low back, and do a little bit of a like a little pelvic tilt for me. Very subtle movement. So it's like this curve disappears, flatten your back, almost push your feet and tuck your tail, and then increase this space here, and then flatten. You can make it as subtle as you can, so it can be just your own, or you can exaggerate it, almost like you lift your hips off the ground. So flat back, and then big tunnel under. You can almost slide the arm under. Flat back and tunnel. So here's my strap. I'm just gonna again raise the screen so my foot fits on the top my leg. I'm starting with the knees bent, okay? So I'm gonna bring my knee in. I'm starting with my right. I'm gonna try to bring my strap. If you don't have a strap, you can just do the arm, okay? The hand can be behind interlaced. If you're lazy to get a strap, just do the arms. If I have a strap, I'm gonna press, push my heel up, try to straighten my leg, and try to have my hip, my knee, and my ankle and my toes toward my face, pointing my heel up. Relax your arms down. Keep pressing the toes, pressing the strap down, pushing the foot into the strap. And the other addition is up to you. If you want, you can lengthen the left leg. So you have these both legs super straight. And if you want to, you can grab the hand with one hand, the strap, and you bring the left hand to the other leg. So left hand to the left thigh and press it. Keep reaching your heel, creasing the thigh, using the strap to get some resistance. If you don't have a strap, just do the hands behind. So I'm going to grab the strap and turn it a little bit to the side. Okay, so you can just open it, keep the hip down, and you can do it without the strap, just holding the leg. You can also rebend and step the foot down on the left, open up, hold the leg, put a block, bring it up to center, a little bit across the midline, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in, squeeze it in, and then foot on the ground, and another foot on the ground. Just take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. So it's the effort and the ease. Sometimes you want more effort, more ease. And with the strap, just kind of feel your way into the strap using your own resistance and how much you want to work, right? So right foot stays, now the left. So if you don't have a strap, just bring the hands behind and see how you use your arms behind you, pressing the leg forward and the arms pulling it in. If you have the strap, then it's a great prop to have. If the knee is bent, if it's okay, that's okay. Push into the strap. Try to straighten the leg as much as possible. Heel pointing up as much as possible, even if it's bent like that, that's great. Try to keep the flat back. Lengthen the other leg if it's okay. Hand on the thigh to press it. Open, grab the strap with one hand, open to the left. Push into the strap. Relax your shoulders and faces. See what you can not tighten into the pose. So whatever you can soften, like the shoulders, soften. Bring it to center. Change the crossing of the hand. We're grabbing left arm out and the leg goes just a tiny bit. This can be done also with the knee bend. Just crossing. Hug it in. Give it a nice squeeze. Feet both on the ground. And feel. So I'm going to grab the block. Hopefully you don't have to do what I did. Hopefully it's closer. If you don't have a block, you can place the blanket under, okay, or the block or the blanket on top of the block. Push your feet, lift your tail, and just bring the block or the blanket under and just rest your hips there. Wonderful, wonderful shape to stay and recover and breathe and relax the tail and the hips and the belly. Breathe here. This one is one of those, you don't have to do much. Just let the body feel the little bit of lifting the tail and resting into it. A little bit of, we call it restorative bridge. This is restorative bridge. And then we turn it into Viparita Karani. So that means you're going to try to lift the legs and lengthen the legs. You're still on a block or on a blanket. You can open your arms like a T or overhead or grab the elbows. You can also keep the hands close to the body with the palms flat. So this is your wonderful little inversion here of sorts. My toes are flexed and my toes can be relaxed. My knees don't have to be straight. I just want to have this cascading sensation of the flowing of the legs down and the heart and the brain gets a little bit of a break. The head, the legs are not holding you and the hips are getting supported by that block. So you can do anything here. You can roll the ankles. You don't have to do anything. You can just look at your cute toes and just be here. This is called like a shoulder stand variation. You can also do Viparita Karani. A wonderful, you can also use it against the wall. You can have the heels against the wall. You can bring your knees in. Please carefully, one foot or both feet touch the ground. And then bring your hands to the block. Push the feet so you get the block out. And slowly, carefully bring that tail down. Careful. See how it feels. What does it feel? How did it feel? One-legged twist. One leg long. One knee in. Press it. Turn and twist. Look over your arm that is away. You can put a block under this knee. You can put the foot behind the leg. Roll onto your back. All right, and then just bring the knee in. Make some circles here. Open the leg in and out or make some circles. You can use your hand or you can do the leg alone on its own. Circle it. Guide it with your hand. Hug it in or not. Reverse it. And then one-legged happy baby. So you bring the knee to the armpit. One-legged happy baby. You can grab behind the thigh. Flex your toe. You can also just kind of do like a little half a frog. Bring both knees in. Have them roll. Massage your low back. We'll do that again on the other side. Left leg long. Right arm opens. Left hand guides the knee across. One-legged twist. You can have the foot behind the leg. You can have the foot floating. You can ground it. Put a block under your knee. 2 blocks, blankets. Roll to your back. Either with your leg, with your hand, make some circles. Either with no hand. Think of the knee not circling. Think of the hip circling. Think of the hip. You can do the ankle and you think it's your hip. Okay, and then one happy baby with the heel over the knee if you want to. Lengthen both legs forward. Reach your arms overhead. Straight your palms, straight your toes. Straight, lengthen your navel. Keep the arms as they are overhead. If this is uncomfortable, widen them a little bit like a V or a little bit of cactus. All right, and then just one foot down, other foot down. And then the same at the beginning, just windshield wiper. Legs to side, legs to side. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your face and jaw and eyes relaxed. You can also gaze if you want to. If the knees go right, gaze over your left. And same with the other side. You can turn your gaze or you can keep your gaze straight forward. One more time, feet in, knees in. Give them a hug, please. And we're going to finish with this lifting. So you don't have to do this if it's too much on your low back, but this would be your last effort to lift your nose and hug your knees and squeeze everything. So we're going to take a couple of breaths here, squeezing the belly, squeezing the nose to your knees, maybe hugging around the knees or behind the legs, and squeeze your nose and squeeze your tail and squeeze your toes and shoulders and navel and eyes and mouth, and tense everything as you squeeze into a tiny, tight little ball. And then soften, relax, and open. You can do Supta Baddha Konasana with the blocks underneath your legs, so you can just lengthen the legs out. And the hands can be onto the body. Close your eyes. So blankets behind the head, under the feet, under the knees. Also on the belly is nice. I used to like this one. If you have a sand bag or something and you put that on the belly, it feels really, really nice to secure this area. Sometimes this is like a vulnerable area. So you put a blanket or two blankets or some little weight that feels really good on your hips and on the belly. And then just start softening into the ground and feel how the ground comes up. Soften what you can let go into the earth, whatever is touching, sink it in, surrender. Whatever is not, let it breathe. Let it be floating and breathing the air. Close the eyes, soften more in the eyes and the eyebrows. And there it is. That breath comes. You don't have to think about it. Feel yourself sinking and sinking, relaxing and heavy. This is where there's no effort and just ease. And you get into that bliss, into that samadhi, where it's equanimity and it's harmony and is balancing, and the whole body feels like it's normalizing and regulating the breath and the body and everything connecting in the way that makes you feel. How do you explain balance or harmony when you feel everything is balanced in nature, everything is very much working in a reasonable way with your breath and the bones and everything is kind of feeling happy. And this is your restful moments for a couple of moments, just letting go completely. All right, everybody, I'm going to have you come back very gently. If you need to stay a couple of more moments, you're in your houses, keep another 10 minutes, 15 to recover, rejuvenate, restore, all of these good things for the body. Breathe easily. But if you want to come back into our routine, into our days, very gently start energizing the breath and breathing a little deeper through the nose and exhaling. Notice how it feels now, almost like the breath travels a little bit easier. And start bringing tiny movements through wrists, fingers. The head can turn side to side, lift your eyebrows. Roll onto one side. Please be careful. Do as little movement, as very little energy to just go to one side gently. Don't rush. And feel the breath there on your sides. Come gently to sitting. Just like we started, sitting on a blanket or sitting cross-legged. or in any way that you feel comfortable and easy, and with your spine as tall as you can and the head reaching the heavens. Feel that you are more open, freer. And feel what you feel. Sometimes I cannot feel what you have, and hopefully that yoga that we did woke you up. Just comment to me if you want a little less, if that was too hard. I know some of it was hard, but um, hopefully you didn't get hurt. That's the main concern. You push a little bit. I just don't want you to get hurt. Bring your hands to the heart in the prayer, in the humbling posture, and then bow gently to thank yourselves, to thank your body, to thank your breath, and to be thankful for these moments to take care of our bodies. Hopefully, you have a wonderful weekend. And thank you again for coming to the class. And see you next time. Namaste.